and I'm going to record this just so I have all of this in case I miss anything. Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Cool. It says that we're on YouTube. We're not. We're recording to a private channel that I just keep everything so that I can go back and reference it if I need. And I'm going to record this just. And there's my repeat. So this is the way we do it. Like on like if you're expanding your business, if you bring somebody in that is this game changer, and the admin is the number one thing that I always advise people on. I got my first admin 5 or 6 years ago. And this is kind of how it went is when I met the person, I laid out all of the job that I think that they needed to do. After they got all of that mastered, got me organized with the database and with managing a sales team, then they started to come in and say, where can I relieve you of more of like your stress? I was like, man, I'm just getting killed on emails. I get hit with emails all day long. I'm staying up way too late doing those. They're like, I'll log in to your email and I'll be you on email. And then so what they did is they built out templates, and I helped them build out templates, how to respond to new potential clients, how to respond to past clients, how to respond to people that might have an issue. If it was something that was a hot issue, they text me, hey, you're going to need to personally reach out to this person. But that really started to free me up. Then running my calendar and things like that. There's some things that admins can do that really free us up from the cumbersome things throughout the day and keep us focused on being the greatness. Like I can already tell you got greatness inside of you as a salesperson and a real estate agent.
But you're a good salesperson. Keep it
no,
up.
you just nail it. No, I could tell, like, right. And then the way you talk, I love the way you talk, and you're not afraid to be like totally real. And I love bad language. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
So that's really what we want to do. We don't want to go out and just find somebody that you're going to have to train a lot. What we want to do is the Goldilocks person is somebody that's doing an admin job, that's building systems and models. On the disc, they're not going to be that high D&I. They're going to be that C and S. They like to have consistency. They love to build out systems that are reliable. We have a few people on the Soprani team. They don't want to have anything to do with a sales conversation or being too front facing. But man, when they get into the systems, they lock that down. So that's really what we're looking for. Does that make sense?
That's who's we?
So our team. So I'll walk you through the process. And this is why this is the greatest company in real estate that not enough people know about. And I'm going to tell you why. When you sign a contract with us to go out and look for this person, we're going to finish our call. And if you want to move forward, I would send you a live contract. When you sign that contract, and I'm going to send you an email with this completely outlined and even videos on it. What we're going to do is we sign the contract. We ask for $3,000. That $3,000 is what we use to fund your job ad. We would build the job ad and we'd start posting that on, we take over half the $3,000 and we put it on over 150 different job sites and social media, and we boost it up. So we cast a very large, wide and deep net to get as many people as possible. After we meet with your recruiting consultant, which I would be on that meeting also, we're going to talk about
my recruiting consultant.
So that's going to be the person that will be your wing person. I'm the sales guy. Then I turn you over to a recruiter that's going to handle your account 100%. So stop me at any time I'm talking too fast.
Oh, I do. I will.
So, no, that's awesome.
This can lead up fast, and then I'm like, okay, whoa. Okay,
so you've signed the contract. We've requested $3,000. We've built the job ad out. Now what we're going to do is you're going to meet your recruiter. This is your advocate. This is your voice on the people that we're bringing in. So we're going to want to learn about what your culture is. What are the things that really work for you? What are the things that don't work for you? What are you really looking for this person to do? And we're going to build that into a really attractive job ad. Then we're going to blow that up. After that meeting, which that meeting happens the first week that you sign up, we're going to ask you to just go out and be you. Just go out and be Catalina, and you go sell homes and all that. You're going to get incredibly well-detailed documentation of what's happening on the job ad. We're going to be filtering in all the people that come in. So we're going to have we have a team of people that over the phone review the resume against the person on the phone. And then we ask them specific questions that you've instructed us to ask around the skill set, the attitude, the polished professionalism, everything that you're looking to have in this person. What we do then is by the third week, it takes time to find a really good, to do it the right way. By the end of the third week, we're going to bring you 5 to 7 videos of who we believe to be great talent around what you're asking for. Then what you're going to do is you're going to watch those 5 to 7 videos. We're going to ask you to watch those in a very timely manner. And then you come back to us and say, hey, listen, I like candidate 1, 2, and 3. And you know what? I got a feeling maybe even candidate 5 looks pretty good to me. Like, I like the way they showed up. I love their technical background. I love how their experience. And then we say, Catalina, thank you so much. Go back out and sell some more houses. We'll take it from here. Then we bring them back into our world, those 4 people or 3 people or 5 people. We take them through the KPA, the personality assessment, because we've got to understand how they think, speak, and act. We're going to do their background check. We're going to go 3 deep. We're going to do their life story. We're going to see what they really want to be doing. What's their past employment history? And what is their real goal in life? We don't want somebody that's using your job as a placeholder just till they can get to their next job. Then what we do is we bring all that collateral back to you, and then we facilitate live interviews. They could either come into the office with you, or we can do them on Zoom. You could be 100% running that interview, or you could have us running it and you interjecting. Whatever you feel best with, your recruiter is going to be your partner in this process. And when they bring you people, they're going to tell you specifically with details why they feel this person would make an impact in your business around what you're asking for. We also guide you on writing the offer letter, and we have you negotiate with this person. Then when you onboard them, it's $2,000. So the entire process, which takes a couple of weeks, is a $5,000 process, yet you're finding that perfect person. And we don't ask for any of the money like other recruiting companies of their salary for a year or bonuses for how long they stay.
What does it mean when I onboard them? When I hire them?
When you make the offer, yeah, when they accept the offer letter, you guys are locked in, and that's your employee.
That's when I give them $2,000.
You give us $2,000.
Who do I give the $3,000 to?
So the $3,000 comes to us.
Okay, at the beginning, then you start the whole process, and then when I decide to hire them, I give you $2,000 more.
$2,000 more, because that 3,000 is what we use to boost the ad and then put all of our people to work screening and qualifying. And what we do is we cast a huge net, and then we narrow it down to the top people, so that then you're just viewing top talent, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
So then, if you're ready for it, we're going to get to the big Goldilocks thing that we do. So you ready? Ready to just have your mind blown?
I'll bring it.
Okay, I'd love that. Bring it. I'm going to bring it. So what I'm going to do a screen share here really quick. So the email that I'm going to send over to you, I'm going to give you a systems audit down at the bottom of the email. And what we ask you to do is take this system audit, and this gives you a really good feel. So what's really successful real estate people all have in common is that they have some form of systems and models in place, so that their database, their presentations, their client facing, their events, everything has a system that it falls into. So when you have a new client, new lead, a new referral, past clients, we want to make sure that everyone's on the same program. So we have you go through this and you check the box. Hey, I have this system. I have this system, but it's not really working the way I want. I do not have this system, and I don't think I want this system. So then what we do is, after we get done with the recruiting piece, you've paid us the $2,000, we give you that person that is going to make an impact. If you choose, we will then introduce you to a real estate consultant. All of our consultants are managing larger teams, and it doesn't matter if it's a huge team or a small team. Every team has one thing in common. They run on systems and models, so that the agents are out selling homes and doing what they need to be doing, and the back end's taken care of. So we want you to go through this systems audit. There's 51 different customer facing systems. We even have human resource, 30, 60, 90s, agent onboarding plans, GPSs, and we even have sales processes that can be put into place. Here's the key to this whole conversation. Every one of these different processes, we back up with all of the collateral. We back up with all of the documentation, everything that you would need to build these systems out. And what we do is we train this new hire to build these systems into your business. So we don't come to you and say, hey, look, after you get this person, you should go out and really take follow-up boss training so you could build out 36 touch. What we do is we say the new assistant, we're going to train to implement your 36 touch. We're going to give you our proven 36 touch that we use with the Matt Fedek team, the Lance Loken team, all of these, but we're going to brand them to your name and your image. And so that you're comfortable with it and you keep all that collateral. So every week we train this person, even from the day that they start to the week, to the month, to as long as you want, we're absolutely putting in those ROI activities. So now this person comes into your world and we're on the back end building the foundation to build out your business. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then,
good.
And then what we do is you will meet with this real estate consultant before we get started. And we work with people that don't have any systems. I mean, we deal with successful agents that the entire system that they have is their phone. I'm trying to show my iPhone.
I'm not surprised.
I mean,
look at the part of my system.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So
I have to go through all of that because I'm like, what the fuck did I even wrote down? And then 3 months later, I find out a very good lead that I had that I just completely forgot to follow up with. I'm like, fuck.
No, and listen, you're more of the mass than you are an unusual case on that.
Oh yeah, I like to think of myself as special, but this is not that one of those times.
Oh no. So what we do is we come in and that business consultant, you can do it for 3, 6, we even do it for 12 months. It's $1,000 a month, but you get weekly training. Anything that we train that person on.
I do, or the assistant does.
So no, you pay us to train them.
Okay.
So we would take $1,000 a month, but for that, we're training this person to build out your database. We're training them to put in a 36 touch. So now every time that you meet somebody, that lead goes directly to the assistant. The assistant loads them in. If it's a hot referral, they're going to put them on a hot referral plan, and they're going to be reminding you, hey, you've got to reach out to this person. I've already sent them the introductory email. You want to have a 10-year referral program in place where every single client, rarely does any agent have this, but this is one of the most important things. You want to be touching people in your database, specifically people that you've helped buy or sell a home for 10 years, requesting referrals, but hitting key points in their life, their home buy date, their anniversary, their birthday.
Yeah, I mean, I could have used an assistant to just go on their Facebook pages and get their anniversaries and everything and stock them and just add the stuff. And
build out the database health score. Get the database health score up. So these are the people that we bring into our life that might make you and I uncomfortable, because when you want to go, they're going to say, hey, Catalina, slow down. You've got to do this, this, and this before you go do that. So what they do, and then what I would suggest is that they do come in and kind of manage your calendar. And I'd have them watching your email, have a Google email set up that they have access to. So what I call this person, a lot of people, an admin, a good level admin is going to be the person that is going to put the repeatable systems in. That's all your database. Your database is your business. Your business is your database. You want to have a sustainable business and grow it out. You got to focus on the database, however messy it gets, because sometimes we're literally having them going person by person and updating certain information.
Yeah, database and follow-up. Follow-up is database and follow-up is what we all suck at.
You got to have follow-up. And then the stuff that you talked about, how do we talk to our people? How do we act with luxury? That's what we get off of. You train people those words. They'll build an operations manual of what it's like to when a client comes in or another agent comes onto the team. This is like you're out running around and you're calling this assistant. If it was me, you would say, hey, Shawn, I'm going to be late. I have a new client that's arriving. And I just say, got it. I know the playbook. Boom. That playbook.
Yes, that's definitely one of the things that I've
Okay,
heard that
walk
I
into
need to
the
have a
office.
standard operational system. in
Yeah,
place.
then that way you have them really being your director of operations, but they're watching the back end, making sure it's all good. You also can have them, like they're gonna, when you have consistent touches, at the end of the day, they're really your marketing person. A 36 touch is you marketing and staying in front of those people. So now you've got like an engine behind you that's really driving this. You're a dynamic person. I'm just saying this from like just meeting you. What do you got? What the heck is that? Good Lord. What are
I
you
just
doing?
moved my pile away because my dogs keep running around, and I'm like, I'm gonna go do my vitamin shot because I try to keep myself alive. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be looking at that right now. When I come back, I'll go through that.
The
It's been
vitamin
happening
shot.
like this for 2 weeks, but
So
sorry.
what you'd be doing is building with this assistant. I'd want you to think of this assistant as the engine room of your business. You need that person that, look at, they might not, we would be consulting you on, we don't want to find somebody that looks just like you. We don't want to find somebody that has attributes like you and I. We want to find that person that's locking down things that sometimes might even piss us off a little bit because we're like, why do I need to look at that again?
It's the same like when you pay a personal trainer.
What
You want to kill them, and they're like, keep going,
Okay.
and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Quit selling real estate. Now you and I are going to partner together to sell this program. I love that analogy. See, we'd be trouble. We'd be trouble together.
Well, that's why I want to talk to Ed Wallace, because I want to get into consulting.
So,
Ultimately, what I'd like to do is get into business consulting and helping reach out their goals and their sales numbers. And in order for me to do that, I need to have a good story and I have a plan in my head.
So to do that, and I help build out MAPS coaching. I'm going to be building out this company. To do that, you need to have the systems and models in place of your business. So your business is running, because you can't be a consultant when everything else is a mess.
Oh, no. I know I'm not doing to master of all and trade of all things and a master of none. No. This is my stepping stone to what I ultimately want to do. So I'm only focusing on real estate. What I would like to do is, first of all, to lift my sales up and then start doing some public speaking classes and things of that nature, so I can get more comfortable into delivering messages and stuff. And at the same time, that will help my sales.
So Catalina, tell me 3 things that if I brought an admin to you that would be building out, we're agreeing that we want to get all the systems and that you got to have that CRM rocking for you. But what in your mind, what would 3 things that this hire would have to be a great hire for you? What are your 3 priorities?
Definitely system oriented, because I don't have the time to focus on that.
Okay.
Resilience.
I have never heard anyone say that, but I absolutely love that.
Yeah, because the industries that we're in, I'm not always going to be sugar and cookies. And I don't want them to think that, oh my God, Catalina's in the office. And I'm like, I don't want them to take things personal. And of course, I will never disrespect someone. But definitely a resilience and not take things personal. If they sometimes get in contact with the client and the client is in a bad mood or hangs up the phone on them, I don't want them to go in the bathroom and cry for a half an hour.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's being built. That's, that's just something you build on. But that and just, I want them to think they're working with me, not for me. So that's why I believe in the bonus system, and I believe into let's pick each other up. But it's like I'm gonna need I'm planning on I don't have a landing page because if I get leads through that, I'm never going to follow up with them. So I definitely need someone who can be able to talk to people. They can't be, I'm not looking for an office rat. Okay. I'm looking for someone who can be able and call the buyers that I have or people that I had in a long time and just say, hey, Catalina, just wanted me to follow up with you and see if you've done something or you still want to do something this year, and just get that data. If they don't have a real estate license, I need 2, because I need 2 of me, but because their conversation can only go to a level, I do need someone to be able to also interact with my people.
So, and that comes with time, especially when they're watching you. I think the first thing we want to do is like, there'll be some customer facing, but the first thing, their first goal is going to be to get everything locked down.
Yes, I definitely need systems. All I hear in real estate, and every time when I listen to any kind of podcast or thing, is all these people who have integrations, and this is integrated, and then they have this follow-up system, and then they have Google Ads that's giving them leads, and then the second the leads hit, somebody's picking up the phone or somebody's doing something, and I want to know how can I get this done so I can have at any 24/7, you know how when you invest money and then your money is making money, I want my time to be making contacts all the time. So if I hire the Philippines to make the calls at night, or to do, people to like be on a lookout if somebody's reaching something, or if I need to have my assistant be the first one who's get a ping whenever I get we get a new lead, or maybe they can build that system to where they get that automatic message, hey, how can I help you with, or just pick up the phone. Ultimately, that's the best way to go, is when you pick up the phone on any new leads and talk to them. So that's what I need. I'm good at building relationships and making the sales and negotiating. I want to develop to where I can get more leads from places, and those need to be micromanaged and like be brought into a strong lead to where I personally get in touch with. Until then, I need it to be nurtured by a person in a system, something on
that. Awesome. And really bringing that organization, like, so you're not walking around with this pile of papers and going like, okay, where is this and where is that, right?
Where's the matches so I can put this thing, burn this.
Oh my God, you're awesome. Listen, no matter what, you got to save my number, and we're meeting up at family reunion. We're going to have a laugh because you're class.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a follow-up email that's going to have everything outlined of what our program looks like. I feel like you're somebody, you feel comfortable with the idea of having a salary that is going to be that 45 to 50 range. Is that correct?
Yeah, because last time I spoke with you, I know you talked to a ton of people. I was ultimately my ideal would be part-time with leading to full-time. And I think full-time, it's just going to give me the kick in the ass that I need to.
Well, and at the end of the day, we just don't do part-time on these jobs.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I reached out again. So it's full-time.
Are you at the point where you're ready to, because I'm just always your advisor. I follow your lead. Like, would you want me to send you a contract so we can get the ball rolling? This is a couple of
weeks. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when you sign that, you would sign the contract in the next couple of days?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to send you over the contract. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm going to send you a summary of these emails. I'm going to go ahead and put you down for our $5,000 package of recruiting, the $3,000 down, $2,000 at the time of bringing them on to your team. And then the recruiting piece or the consulting piece, and I'm going to want you to take that systems audit. It's going to be in the email. I think 3 months would be at least a minimum to get this person up and working that database and get that all cleaned up, and then start to put some structure into your business. Would that be fair? Or do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want that, or do you just want the person and you train them?
No, yeah. Train them what? I need them to train me. So you see where I am.
You're unbelievable.
Really.
That's awesome. No, I love working with people like you. Okay, so this email is going to come over. I'm going to submit this. How did you originally, was it through Glover U?
Yes, Kate. Kate is my coach. So I was, as we're talking, it's very important that this person, an association with the resilience, that they are open to do things. If I tell them, listen, you need to go to a community and drop off 100 notes in these people's doors, I need they can't expect to just be in the office 9 to 5. So it's very important that they are very open to things, to do things, and available, like if something happens. Now, how is this like? Is this like Monday through Friday? Because our weekends are the busiest. So if I'm getting into a weekend and I need something, would I how do
So I
I?
think that's what you work out with when you're looking at your schedule. We can't be, since they're working mostly on salary, we just want to be protective of the fact that, they're not going to be, 24/7, doing that, but you can tailor it around your busy points. So if you need help on, Saturdays or a half day on the weekend or something like that, there's ways that you could tailor that. And you're going to get a feel for the person. You seem like a really energetic person that like kind of attracts people, like, and somebody might come into that and say, man, I love this. I can come in a little bit later and then maybe stay a little bit later. I can come in at a different time and then maybe I work a little bit on the weekend. It's all up to you on how you want to craft that. We just want to keep things in perspective that.
Oh yeah, in a good balance. It's just that these people at interviews are so good at taking interviews and then they just suck ass once you hire them.
Well, we can ask a lot of questions.
That's been my experience. That's why I don't want to do it myself anymore. I hired 3 people and one of them did not know how to open the Word document on his own computer. The other one did not know how to copy paste.
You're not going to be dealing with that.
Like, I'll just shoot myself.
I'm trying to think of where, I
reached out to Walmart to be a greeting person. I'm like, fuck this job.
But no, I'll tell you what, we work with a lot. We're working with some people in Florida that are doing some great hiring. And the talent level that we bring is a lot higher than that. So I'm going to send you over everything that we've talked about today. You've got my number. You call me with any questions or anything that you need. I'm going to be one of your support people along with the recruiter that I'll introduce you to. If we can get the contract signed by tomorrow, that's the reason I was asking. I'll go ahead and start working on the job ad with my assistant and we'll get you in the pipeline. Your official start date might be because we're loaded up this next week, but I'll still get to work for you and start gathering in talent. We'll have your official start date on the contract be the following Monday, but we'll get you intro to your recruiter and get to work for you now.
Okay, and I remember last time we talked, there was something that you said if the person doesn't work out in 6 months or something like that.
If we agree that they're not being effective, so if you're the person that's doing the training and the consulting is also say, hey, look they're just not picking up this other thing that we wanted. That happens sometimes with people. Like then we would go out and find somebody. If we agree that they're not, the only thing we don't ensure they'll hire if there's something crazy that happens that's within the culture of. Like, we've had people that say, oh, I want this person on time every single day at 8 a.m. And then like the client calls us, is like, they don't even show up till 9. I'm locked out of the office. Like we can't ensure hires for those types of things. You know what I mean? But you seem totally normal in a nice slow pace. So I think
that's where the crazy hangs out.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, I'm going to send you an email. I got to jump to another call. I'm going to send you an email and we're going to get everything dialed in. I'll also send you a live contract. I'll be available tomorrow, later tonight. Anything that you have questions on, let's just make this thing happen.
Okay. Before we leave, Taylor with Glover U, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Awesome. No, I love Taylor. She's awesome.
Yeah. I was very impressed with her. All right. Thanks so much, Shawn. I appreciate it.
Hey, listen, it's been my pleasure. I really enjoy it and look forward to working with you. Okay.
Same here. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.